Hey, great day. It is me, your girl, Pam Dorsey, CEO of Pam Dorsey Enterprises. I am your purpose pusher. I push you directly into your destiny. I am a master motivate you. I push you and I motivate you to go do it. Go walk authentically, boldly, and confidently in your destiny, in your purpose. I am a life pursuer. I am out here leading intentionally, evolving into the next best version of me, and fearlessly going after this life, leaving absolutely nothing on the table. Today, I wanted to stop by to let you know. Stay on the lookout. If you're a part of my VIP email, you already know it's already going down in your inbox. If you're not a part of the email, get on the list, click the link to stay in the know. You get the inside scoop of what's going on in Pam Dorsey Enterprises world, and I assure you it's all types of greatness about to kick off. I'm not waiting to 2020. I'm going to go ahead on and get mine before 2019 ends. That's the plan. And pave the way by ending 2019 strong and going into 2020 even stronger. That's my plan. That's my goal. That's what we do as life pursuers. So all that being said, right? What in the world is going on in Pam Dorsey Enterprises world? Keep an eye out. Tomorrow, I'm going to release my newest, greatest, best, next, I was about to say next version of me. My next project. It is phenomenal. I absolutely cannot wait to share. So stay tuned, stay glued to IGTV, stay glued to, if you're not already a part of the VIP email, as I just mentioned, get on the list because, of course, I'll be sending out more emails leading up to tomorrow. I've already sent one. I'll probably send one this evening. But anyway, stay tuned, life pursuers. There is so much life to be lived. There is so much, so many people that are waiting, not just for me to show up and walk authentically, boldly, and confidently in my purpose, but for you as well. There are so many people that are waiting to hear your voice. So many people that are waiting on whatever your next project is. They're waiting on whatever next product that you're going to release in your business, whatever your next speaking engagement is. They're waiting to hear the words that are going to come out of your mouth, because here's the deal. They need those words in order to get their lives. There's a connection. There's a thread. Everyone that you come in contact with, they're a part of the connection. There's a reason that you were supposed to connect. So walk authentically, boldly, and confidently in your purpose, in your calling, in your destiny. It is yours. God created it specifically for you. He carved out a piece of this world that only you can operate in. Of course, there's people that's going to say that it doesn't matter, that no one really cares, no one wants to hear about it, no one is interested in the product. You're going to hear all that. Naysayers are always around. But as life pursuers, we feel the fear, we hear the words, we hear the naysayers, we push it to the side, and we keep walking authentically, boldly, and confidently in our purpose. I am a purpose pusher. That's what I do. That's what I do. I have come to the realization that I am a preparer. I help women to authentically, boldly, and confidently walk in their purpose. I create and manifest world changers. Starting with me, right? I have to go through the process first. Y'all, this year I came into 2019 with high expectation of all of the greatness that was going to take place in Pam Dorsey Enterprises world. About halfway through the year, I wanted to throw Pam Dorsey Enterprises in the trash. I was like, Jesus, are you serious? Is this what we're doing? Is this what the great expectation is? But it's okay. Sometimes we have to step back, regroup, reevaluate, begin again, the restart. You've heard me talk about all of that this year. And it is the truth. Sometimes you have to step back and regroup, step back and breathe, step back and give yourself permission to start over. And that's what I've had to do. I realized, I was like, Pam, it ain't working. It's not working. There's a missing link. And until I discover what the missing link is, Pam Dorsey Enterprises isn't going to flow like it needs to. So, hey, guess what Pam Dorsey did? She took a step back, regroup, revamp, do my internal work, get inside of here and figure out, hey, what's going on? What you need to do different? What we need to do, Jesus? I've had my powwow talks with him, with me, with us. You know, I've had my boohoo sessions. I've done all of that. But here, not the finished product, but a piece of that, the manifestation of all of that now is about to be released to the world. So the process, not always pretty, not always easy, but trust the process. Trust God. Trust you. Trust you. I know you've heard me say, I trust God wholeheartedly. But trusting me, this chick, sometimes that's a little hard because I know my story, right? And we all got one. So yeah, trust you. Yeah, trust God, of course. Trust you and trust the process is always going to work out. Romans 8:28, one of my very, very best, not best, one of my very favorite scriptures. All things are working together for the good of those who love the Lord and what are called according to his purpose. It always works out. That's why I'm big on purpose, walking in your purpose. First of all, discovering your purpose. Walking in your purpose. Is it easy? Definitely, absolutely no. A big old fat no. Ain't nothing been easy about this year. Ain't nothing been easy about my last few years. But I know it is a part of my process. It is a part of what I had to go through to get here, to arrive at this place as this version, my best version of Pam Dorsey. All been worth it. All been worth it. And guess what? At the end of the day, I get to go to bed knowing that tomorrow you'll find out what it's all been for. You'll get to find out a piece of what these last few months, what I've had to endure these last few months, what it was all about. It makes it all the while, what's the word? Worthwhile. That's the word I was trying to pull out. Makes it worthwhile, right? My purpose in this earth is to help women discover their purpose. I push you into your purpose. And how do I do that? Through inspiration, motivation, empowerment, through Table Talk 101, through Mix, Mingle, and Learn, through all of the different workshops and all of the different events and all of the different places that he puts me in, all the different rooms that he puts me in, all the different tables that he allows me to sit at. That is what allows me to fill me up and to pour into those that I am called to pour into. But guess what? Until I came into agreement with that is a part of my purpose. Until I came into agreement with him on that, hey, I'm just sitting here mad and sad and crying and boohooing like, how's it all gonna come together? I have to authentically, boldly, and confidently walk in this thing, walk in my life, walk in my purpose before I can dare help any other woman do that, right? So that is what this year has taught me. That has been a little bit of the big picture of what's going on in Pam Dorsey Enterprises world in 2019. But it's all good because it got me to this best version of me. Oh, how I fall in love with this chick more and more every day. Because why? I'm fully embracing all of me. Flaws and all. Fabulously flawed, beautifully broken, imperfectly perfect. That Pam Dorsey. I fall in love with her more and more every single day. And that, my life pursuer, is what makes life worth the living, right? All of that to say this. Stay tuned. Tomorrow, you'll find out what has been going on in Pam Dorsey Enterprises LLC's world. I promise you, it's nothing but greatness. It's just God's manifestation of what he's put in me coming out, and this is just the beginning. That is the part that's most exciting. This is just the beginning. He's just skimming the surface in my life as well as yours. But come into agreement with him on who he says that you are. Jeremiah 29:11, he formed you. No, I think that's Psalms 39. He formed you in your mother's womb. He knitted you perfectly together. He created you specifically how he needed you to be in order to fulfill this purpose, this great big purpose that he put in you. He hand knitted you perfectly in your mother's womb. He gave you that quirky personality. He gave you this dark skin. He gave you whatever flaws he flawed you with. He gave you all of that because it fits perfectly into his perfect plan for your life. And yes, it is perfect. Sometimes, again, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't feel like it, but it's all going to work perfectly. He fit you. He knitted you perfectly in your mother's womb. Specifically, he had a specific plan and purpose for your life as he's knitting, right? As he's putting you together, as he's putting your pieces together perfectly in your mother's womb. As he knew you before he put you there. Before the very foundation of this earth. He knew then what he was purposing you for and creating you for. He knew then what piece of this world he needed you to impact, what lives you had to come in contact with, what divine connections you were going to have to make. He knew all of that back then. He knew all of that as he's doing all of this magical knitting and perfectly putting you together in your mother's womb. That's the God that we serve, right? I could keep going on and on, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. I'm in a different place today. That was all God. That was for somebody. Yeah, somebody need to hear all that, because that was not my intention when I started recording this video. My intention was to come on here and tell you, stay on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Tomorrow is going down. All types of greatness happening in Pam Dorsey Enterprises world. That's what I was coming on here to talk about. But anyway, we let the Holy Spirit do what the Holy Spirit do. We let him have his good and perfect will and way in my life, in our lives. And there lies the manifestation. That is where the impact takes place. Yes, I needed to hear that too. All right, stay tuned. Tomorrow, if you're not a part of my VIP email, get on the list, because another email is going to come out tonight before the grand announcement to the world tomorrow. I love you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. My life pursuers, remember, we just out here life pursuing. The L in leader, and the L in life is for leader, because there is a leader in me and there's a leader in you. The I is for intentional. We are intentionally going after our whole entire complete life, leaving absolutely nothing on the table. God says it's mine, we gonna get it, right? The F is for fearless. We feel the fear, but we do it scared. We feel the butterflies, but we do it scared. We get the job done. The E is for evolving, because we are always evolving, always becoming, always transforming into the next best version of me, the next best version of you, always becoming who he created before the foundation of this earth. And that's why you see butterflies all over the place when it relates to Pam Dorsey Enterprises and the Life Pursuer brand. We're always evolving and becoming and transforming into the next best version. Always developing into the next best version. I'm just out here life pursuing. Y'all better join me. Until next time, y'all, purple kisses.